Welcome to 2026, a new year, a fresh start, a blank page. But let me ask you something. Could you let me know if you're going to treat this year like every other year, make promises, set goals, feel excited for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then go back to your old life, your old habits, your old excuses? Or is this year going to be different? Really different? Is 2026 going to be your comeback year? The year you finally stop talking and start doing? The year you stop making excuses and start making progress? That decision starts right now, right here, with this moment. Let me be honest with you. 2025 might have been hard. Maybe you failed. Maybe you struggled. Maybe you did not achieve what you wanted. Maybe you lost something or someone. Maybe you felt like giving up, like quitting, like nothing was working out. I understand. Life is hard. Life is unfair. Life knocks you down again and again and again. But here's the truth, the most important truth. You are still here. You are still alive. You are still breathing. You are still standing. And that means one thing. It is not over. Your story, it is not finished. Your journey, it is not done. You have another chance, another opportunity, another year to make it right, to turn it around, to become who you are meant to be. 2026 is not just another year. 2026 is your comeback year. Let me tell you what a comeback means. A comeback is not about being perfect. A comeback is about getting up after being knocked down. A comeback is about trying again after failing. A comeback is about fighting when everyone expects you to quit. Think about the greatest comebacks in history. Athletes who got injured. Doctors said they would never play again, but they came back, stronger, faster, better. Businesses that almost failed, almost went bankrupt, but they came back, bigger, more successful, more valuable. People who lost everything, their money, their health, their hope, but they came back, rebuilt, recovered, rose again. What do all these comebacks mean, have in common? One thing. They refused to stay down. They refused to accept defeat. They refused to believe that their story was over. And that is what you must do in 2026. Refuse to stay down. Refuse to accept your current situation as your final situation. Refuse to believe that where you are now, this is where you will be forever, because it is not. This is just a chapter, a difficult chapter, but not the end. The ending is up to you, and you can make it a great ending, a powerful ending, a comeback ending. But let me warn you, a comeback, it will not be easy. It will be hard, very hard. You will face challenges, obstacles, setbacks. People will doubt you. They will say, you cannot do it. You are too old, too young, too late, not smart enough, not talented enough, not lucky enough. They will remind you of your failures, your mistakes, your past. They will tell you to give up, to be realistic, to accept your limitations. But you know what? Those people are wrong, dead wrong, because they do not know what you are capable of. They do not see what you see. They do not feel what you feel. Inside, that fire, that hunger, that determination, that refusal to give up. In 2026, you need 3 things for your comeback. First, a clear vision. You need to know exactly what you want. Not vague wishes, not maybe someday dreams, but clear, specific, detailed vision. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to become? What do you want to build? Write it down today, right now. Get a paper, get a pen, and write in detail what your life will look like at the end of 2026. Where will you be? What will you have? Who will you be? Be specific, be detailed, be clear, because you cannot hit a target you cannot see. You cannot reach a goal you do not know. Second, a plan. Vision without a plan is just a dream. You need a plan, a real plan, with steps, with actions, with deadlines. Break down your big goal into smaller goals. Break down your smaller goals into monthly targets. Break down your monthly targets into weekly actions. Break down your weekly actions into daily tasks so that every single day you know exactly what to do, exactly what step to take, exactly how to move forward. This is how big goals get achieved, not in one giant leap, but in small, consistent, daily steps, one day at a time, one action at a time, one choice at a time. Third, discipline. This is the hardest part, the most important part. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when no one is watching. Discipline is waking up early when you want to sleep more. Discipline is working out when you want to rest. Discipline is studying when you want to watch TV. Discipline is saving money when you want to spend. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. You can have the best vision, the best plan, but without discipline, nothing happens, nothing changes. You stay where you are. Let me tell you about someone who made an incredible comeback. His name is Sylvester Stallone. You know him as Rocky, as Rambo, as a movie star. But in 1975, Stallone was nobody. He was broke, completely broke. He had $106 in his bank account. He was so poor he had to sell his dog, his best friend, because he could not afford dog food. Imagine that, being so poor you have to sell your dog. Stallone was also an actor, but nobody would hire him. He went to 1,000 auditions, maybe more. Everyone rejected him. They said, "You talk funny, you look weird, your face is strange, you will never be a star." But Stallone did not give up. He wrote a movie script about a boxer, an underdog who gets a chance to fight the champion. He wrote it in 3 days. The script was called Rocky. Stallone showed the script to producers. They loved it. They wanted to buy it. They offered him $125,000. That's a lot of money, especially for someone who had $106. Stallone could have taken the money, solved his problems, but there was one condition. The producers said, "We'll buy the script, but you cannot be in the movie. We want a real star, a famous actor, not you." Stallone said no. "If I don't play Rocky, you cannot have the script." The producers thought he was crazy. They increased the offer, $250,000, then $350,000. But Stallone said no, every time. He believed in himself. He believed this was his chance, his only chance. Finally, the producers agreed. They gave him a tiny budget, let him star in the movie. Rocky was released in 1976. It became a massive hit, one of the biggest movies of the year. It made over $200 million. Stallone became a superstar. Rocky won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Stallone was nominated for Best Actor and Best Writer. He went from broke and rejected to famous and successful in 1 year. That's a comeback. That's believing in yourself when no one else does. That's refusing to give up, even when it seems impossible. In 2026, you can have your Rocky moment, your comeback moment. But you must believe in yourself, even when no one else does. You must refuse to give up, even when everyone tells you to quit. You must be willing to bet on yourself, even when it's scary, even when it's risky. Because here's the truth. The biggest risk is not trying. The biggest failure is not attempting. The biggest regret is wondering, what if? What if I had tried? What if I had believed? What if I had not given up? Do not let 2026 be another year of what ifs. Make it a year I did it. Now, let me talk about time. People say, I don't have enough time. I'm too busy. I'll start next month, next year, when things calm down. But things never calm down. Life, it's always busy, always chaotic, always demanding. If you wait for the perfect time, you will wait forever. The perfect time does not exist. The right time